Fact is, the first time I walked through those school doors, everybody would look at me. And I mean seriously. Everybody thought I was freaking dead. All because of one thing. Middle school. After I moved out, I had a handbook from that school, and I had names and numbers of some of my friends. Most likely, I had one specific number. His name was Sean Fetters, and I called him, and he tells me that everybody thought I was dead. Well, here's the point I resolved. I told him to go back and tell everybody I'm not dead, I am fine, and I said hello. Apparently, they didn't get that. Not at all. See, Sean Feathers never said that because he was the one who made the story up that I actually died. So he wanted to continue the charade himself. In fact, and this is where it all gets interesting, just about the time I walk into the cafeteria where everybody was hanging out from the hallways, because every door to the hallways that had a classroom in it was all blocked off due to some crazy fences. So I walk in, everybody looks at me, and apparently I got the story afterwards because my ex-girlfriend, who I saved from the road incident, came to me outside of the school after I came out, saying that she was surprised to see me because I was supposed to be dead, and all this charade went on. So this was back in 2002 whenever this is all starting. It's like, she welcomed me back into the school and whatnot. The story was getting worse of her storyline, actually. And to put this story to the end, it all falls back to whenever school was about to start and I was getting settled in, and I was in the office giving them my transfer papers. She turns around and freaking kisses me. She was already dating somebody by the name of Jerry Hockenberry. Or was it? No, never mind. Forget it. But yeah, he was a Hockenberry and she was dating him at the time. And she comes up to me and freaking kisses me. No one in the right mind who would be dating someone in the time period and say that they're not dating anyone in particular. I mean, you would say that you would be dating someone in a fortune of a lie because you don't want to date. I understand that, but dating someone and saying you're not dating anyone? Alright, this has been going on for 3 freaking years now. And by the time I graduated with her, everything came to an end and she became a lesbian. But let's not get to that part yet. No, as a matter of fact, let's start off with this, okay? We went through the year together, and she says we're dating, and I get like massive amounts of group telling me that, or asking me more or less, if how am I still alive? And they thought that I was freaking dead. Well, I went with the charade saying, "Oh, I'm William's clone." This is right before I created William Dunbar, because this is going around 2002 still. I was like, "Yeah, I'm William's clone." They wanted to keep William around for about, I don't know, the next century or so. They didn't buy that story, quite frankly. So I'm like, haha. This is going to give me one massive headache that I won't be able to get rid of by ibuprofen. And I'm like, wow. But it comes around to that time to where I talk to Sean Fetters, and it's like really, really annoying. Hence, no one confesses to a story that they never said until they admit it. He was no friend of mine after that, because I totally told him off. I was like, nobody in this freaking town would think that I was dead unless you would say something. What am I to do? Seriously. During that time, I'm supposed to have my own place because I got sick and tired of my mom's boyfriend's crap. I lived on my own for half the year. Well, a year and a half. Actually, a full year and then a half of another. Because I had my own key. But the point of the story is I did not leave entirely out of town because I moved a bit closer to the school. Now it comes to the time where I actually became aware of what was going on around me. The Hockenberry I was facing to, I don't know how to say this, but my ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, well, it just so happens she was dating two other guys. Luckily, I did not have sex with that woman. Now I sound like Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with that woman. Anywho, it all turns back to when I'm back in school, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And more to the point, why am I still here? Well, in 2 years of trying to figure this out, 2003, I was set in a replacement school. Half a day at the regular school and half a day at partial. Make any sense? Just so happens, by half of that year, I'm supposed to... No, wait, this was back in 2003. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, it was 2000. No, it wasn't 2003. It was 2004. Okay, now I'm straight. 2003, I was in a fight. A massive fight since... lunchtime. There was this kid that always stole my food off my tray. I got up and I told him I'm sick and tired of his deals with taking my food. Well, here it is. I got up. He punches me right in the face. This side, actually. And I stood for it. I'm looking around. I'm like, back at him. By the time it got to the hall, I freaking punched him right in the freaking nose. I got detention for that. Note, there was cameras all over the school, so... Not a very smart idea. But it felt good! This time I was not shaking. But in the cafeteria, they have two cameras. They should have caught him punching me. Because if not, he's lucky he got a land base from me. Well, during that time's past, I served my detention Saturday. No. Actually, I've been in that classroom the whole entire day. Because this is the sort of detention that you go into and your schoolwork is brought in to you. I believe they have the same thing in State College, but this school is worse, okay? I am surrounded by every freaking bully in the school. I'm thinking that we're in high school, okay? We're so more mature than this. And yet, I guess I'm the only one mature enough to actually tell the principal something that he never listened to, so I took matters in my own hands. Excuse me. So,